Hello, I'm back again, and in this video, I want to go deeper into the mirror exercise. It was the topic of the sermon, essentially. It's the core teaching of unionism. It's basically the process of taking full and complete responsibility for your reality. Excuse me. And yeah, in that taking responsibility, healing every bit of your reality. So it's a beautiful thing. It teaches you that in the truth that you're never a victim because you are the creator of your experience and your reality. You and you alone through your thoughts and beliefs. And that's basically what the mirror exercise does is helps you take that full and complete responsibility so that you can heal and you can create what you want. You know, you can't if you're not taking responsibility for the fact that your life is your responsibility, you how are you going to get what you want, right? You have to own that. And that's a very, very empowering, very good thing because God has given each of his children the power to create their reality with him. Of course, you're free to, I mean, you never can actually be separate from God, but you're free to create that illusion. It never goes well because God is our father, mother, and God does truly know what's best for us. Um, and He's not separate from those deep desires we have in our hearts. So it truly only benefits us to partner with God. And that's what we do with the mirror exercise, with loving ourselves, is we take responsibility and we transform our life by transforming how we feel on the inside with love. And I want to give a practical example here um, because, as many of you know, I mean, I'm giving these videos from a space of not being in the community. And so I have to look at how I have created this reality. And I do that by doing the inner work. And I want to share a mirror exercise I did with you um, that is an example of this. I want you to see this in action. I wrote it down. This is something I'm learning to do more. Like my process mostly has been just to do the mirror exercise kind of just in my head and heart, but they really recommend writing it down, especially for the first year, however long you need, and just to keep doing that. And I realized as I wrote this down, I choose to be more diligent in my inner work and write down the 4 steps because I am going deeper in my healing. And I want to share that with you now because I feel like practical examples are really helpful to see it in action and why it's so powerful. Also, you know, it's very important to know God's truth, which is why knowing the teachings of, Jeff and Shlia and the Twin Flames Universe community, I couldn't possibly do the mirror exercise without knowing God's truth, which is always good, which is always loving, which is always liberating. So, without further ado, I'm going to share this mirror exercise. Step 1, I name my upset. I felt into my heart and I was like, you know what? I'm sad that Jeff and Shlia are unwilling to invite me back into the community. So it always starts with, your upset is like, I'm waiting for something on the outside to happen, but it's never going to happen on the outside because no one else creates for you. So then, of course, I went to step 2, where I mirror that and change the pronouns to reflect myself. I'm sad that I'm unwilling to invite myself back into the community. And wow, yes, I do. I feel, as soon as step 2, as I said before, is always true because you are the creator of your reality. So if you're upset, there's going to be a truth in step 2, in that mirror, in that reflection. I'm sad that I'm unwilling to invite myself back into the community. And so, I go to that place within that's sad and I look at that choice. And step 3 is identifying where I'm doing that. And I notice, yes, I see that a part of me views the community as a form of prison where I'm not free. And so I resist it because I think I am more free out here or outside. So I'm going deep here. This is me and my honest truth, which is where you have to go in doing the mirror exercise. So now, step three, I'm taking ownership. I'm finding that part within myself and identifying that misaligned belief, because that's you know how I'm creating my reality right now. So then I look at that part. Okay, wow, this part of me is seeing the community as a prison where I'm not free, and so I resist it. I think I'm more free out here. Wow. It helps to identify that. Now I can bring love there, which is step four. Love that place. This part of me needs to know that the only true freedom comes from God alone. And this is the truth. There is literally no freedom outside of God. And this is just absolutely true. God is the creator of all things, and in him is true freedom and love. To be without God is only to exercise the freedom to be unhappy. And this is true because God is the source of every good thing. To do anything without him is not a path to happiness. You have to be with God to be truly happy. It's just the truth of how life was created. So I realize I identify here that the freedom to search for happiness, which is basically, to be outside of the community, is to think that there's some other place that I can find happiness. But the truth is, God God's truth is embodied in the community. So I realize I'm searching for happiness where it is not. So to search for happiness where it is not will only lead to unhappiness until I surrender that only God and only love will make me happy. And that is true. Only God and only love will make me happy. I choose to surrender to God now and to love myself now, to release my resistance to that love. I want love. I choose love. I claim love. That is all that I desire. And I give that to myself now. I choose to receive and be in God and be in his love. I choose to accept the freedom of being in God and to surrender completely the unhappiness of not being with God. I choose to be with God completely now. Oh, and then of course I just, I gave this part of me a lot of love because that is my true and honest experience of the Twin Flames universe community. It is in perfect alignment with God, with who he is, and therefore it is just full of the most exquisite love. And that is how I choose to exercise my freedom, is to be in the only place that'll make me happy, which is God's love. And then I just keep going within and I make sure that it's totally complete. I allow myself to feel that love. And I find so much freedom there in realizing that it's safe to be with love. And there's freedom in love. There's freedom in surrender. It seems like a paradox, but as God's child, knowing that I was created by God, to surrender to him, to his love, to how he created everything, is to accept love and happiness for myself, because I'm aligning myself with the source of love and happiness. And so now this part of me knows in a deeper way the freedom of being with love and being with God, and that it is safe to be in that space. It's the only space that is truly safe, is to be with God and his love, because God is the most safe place in all the universe. So of course I, can probably keep going deeper and just loving this part of myself. It's a very, very deep healing. And that's what the mirror exercise is. Giving yourself all that you need to feel completely loved and completely healed in the space until you literally just feel peace in that particular place. Because this is the power of God's truth. It has the power to heal everything, everything. Because God created everything to be in alignment with love and perfection. And knowing His truth can align anything that you're experiencing now into His love and into His truth. So I hope this video proved helpful to you in going deeper in how to employ this very important tool to healing your life. You can do it using anything that comes up for you. You know, like it's said in the sermon today, you know when you're upset, it's right in your face. It's just, are you going to choose to look at it and heal it? And I trust me, it is so worth it, because when you heal it, you've just taken your life to the next level of love, and it is your vibration that attracts your reality. So by loving yourself, you're raising your vibration, and thus getting yourself not only that instant joy of being more at peace in that space, that instant love and peace, but now you're vibrating at a higher level and attracting that much more goodness into your reality. And that is why we do the work. It is so good and so fruitful. So I hope this was helpful. I send you much love on your journey. Thank you so much. Until next time.